Yesterday we got to host President Macron of France in Kenya. As you can see these images. Now, the visit of President Macron was a total flop. A flop on the side of the visiting president and a flop on the side of the hosting president. And I'll give you some of the reasons why that's the case. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, President Emmanuel Macron leads a nation that colonized 20 West African states, the likes of Senegal, Mali, Guinea, Congo, Chad, Gabon. The list is endless. So it's no wonder he avoided West Africa completely and rushed to East Africa for safety. And while here, he got carried away by the warm reception and started lecturing Kenyans to keep quiet as if we are his subjects. Just listening to this ill-mannered guest.
Already? You're not waiting your turn.
I will make order. Excuse me, everybody. Hey. I'm sorry, guys. But it's impossible to speak about culture, to have people like that super inspired coming here, making a speech with such a noise. So this is a total lack of respect. So I suggest, if you want to have bilaterals or speak about somebody else, something else, you have bilateral rooms or you go outside. If you want to stay here, we listen to the people. And we play in the same game, okay? Thank you.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is called leadership.
No, that's not leadership. That's dictatorship. As a guest, you can never shout at your hosts, even if they get noisy and rowdy. It's not in your place to do that. Better if Ruto was the one to do it. Because even if we don't like his politics and his policies, he is the president of Kenya. And in the same way, if Ruto is hosted in France, Paris, and the crowd is misbehaving, it's for Macron to pick up that cue and tell them to keep quiet. Ruto should just ignore, be pleasant, you're a guest. He doesn't seem to get that. He thinks we are a West African country that his ancestors colonized back in those days. Anyway, it's no wonder his wife slapped him twice on camera. You can Google it did happen. Number two, so Macron was in Kenya for the African Forward Summit, but 3 countries did not attend: Burkina Faso, Mali, and Guinea. And Macron called them out from right here in Kenya. I mean, how I wish more Kenyans understood what's happening geopolitically, because if that were the case, Macron would have been booed and chased. Traore and others are working for their people, but Macron just wants to steal their resources. And when they put a buffer to block him from doing that, he comes to Kenya to lecture them. Why must we be the hub of colonialists? Malema was damn annoyed when Kenya hosted King Charles. Again, we are having Macron here in Kenya. What is not happening with this president? Is he not a Pan-Africanist? Does he not believe in Africa first? Because all the French want is to take our resources in Congo and other places in exchange of a shekel. And the headquarters of brokering those reckless deals is right here in Nairobi, Kenya, thanks to this current president. We need a president who will say, first of all, we want compensation. Then we want a public apology. And number 4, all those artifacts that you're displaying in your museums that belong in Congo, belong in Benin and other countries, return them first. Then now we can sit and talk. Now, on the side of President Ruto, this was another great opportunity for him to lie through his teeth. Let me just walk you through some of the ridiculous lies that he spewed on stage. Number 1, he lied about Kenyan tea that looks like red wine. Here's a tip.
Mr. President, tomorrow at the dinner, we will be serving some Kenyan tea that looks like French wine.
And to top it all off, he added another lie about Kenya manufacturing phones.
In Kenya, apart from reforming the education system, putting more money in and realigning education so that it speaks to the requirements of the now, we are also investing in digital infrastructure, fiber optic. They've just said we are manufacturing now here in Kenya a lot of digital assets, whether it is phones, whether it is computers, and all that digital infrastructure. We are laying fiber optic to 30,000 kilometers already in Kenya to make sure that every part of Kenya is in the loop.
I think we're all Kenyans here. Who amongst us can tell us where these phones are being manufactured? Is it in industrial area? Is it in Bungoma, Murang'a? Where? where is this activity taking place? Sababu sisi kama Wakenya hatujasikia kitu kama hiyo hata siku moja. So Macron gets an F-, sababu hana tabia na kuja kulecture watu ni kama sisi ni watoto wake. And President Ruto will get a D, sababu ya kuendelea kudanganya, hata anadanganya foreigners, locals. He doesn't have boundaries. But anyway, perhaps I'm just being harsh. Let's see what Kenyans had to say, particularly in regards to Emmanuel Macron lecturing them to keep quiet and show some respect. And I quote. Josephine Mumbi said, "Bruv already barking at us and he's only a damn visitor, the heck." Viking Blue said, "Bro flew all the way from Paris to interrupt a Kenyan youth session like he's the headmaster of Africa." Victor M said, "Jamaa anachapwa na bibi hawezi tuambia kitu." Njeri Wamwea said, "Real Candace Owen, your favorite president decided to lecture Kenyans. He has watched Django and the sequel." Njeri akona za ovyo. You know, the reason she's tagging Real Candace Owens is because Candace Owens came out publicly to swear that the wife of Emmanuel Macron is a man and so on and so forth. So that tag is quite something. Still, Njeri Wamwea, the same person. I didn't even realize it's the same person. Amesema, "Professor Kagwanja still thinks the French look at us equally. Macron has never done this. But since it's Kenya and we are Africans, basic respect is hard to achieve no matter how many trade agreements are signed." But what say you guys? Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Ruto for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.